You're at a zoo. You lock eyes with a lion across the glass. For maybe 2 seconds, this creature that could literally tear you apart just looks at you. And in that moment, something happens. You feel seen. You feel like the lion is evaluating you, judging you. The experience is so intense, so intimate in a weird way that you think about it for days. Here's the thing, nobody really explains that feeling isn't accidental. And the reason the lion is looking at you isn't random either. It's something far stranger and far more ancient than you'd ever expect. But let's talk about eyes, not just eyes in the abstract, but what happens neurologically, evolutionarily, and socially when one set of eyes locks onto another. Because the human eye is, and I want you to sit with this, genuinely terrifying to most animals on Earth. Start with the obvious. Eyes are information-gathering devices. They let you see. That's the whole thing, right? Wrong. Eyes are communication devices. They are the portal through which intention leaks out before language even arrives. When you look at something, you're broadcasting information about where your attention is, what you want, whether you're a threat. Animals have evolved over millions of years to read this signal with extraordinary precision. A predator can tell from eye contact whether you're prey, competition, or partner. And here's the detail that changes everything. Most prey animals do not make prolonged eye contact with predators. It's dangerous. It signals attention and awareness. It breaks the camouflage of being invisible. In the wild, you want to not be seen. You want to blend into the background. You want to be the thing that doesn't register. So most prey animals, most of the time, avoid direct eye contact with larger threats. But humans do the opposite. We seek eye contact, we maintain it. We use it to communicate trust, honesty, dominance, submission, attraction, aggression, literally everything. We've built entire psychological concepts around it. Look me in the eye when you say that. She wouldn't meet my gaze. We interpret eye contact as honesty, and honesty as reliability. A person who can't make eye contact reads as shifty, untrustworthy, possibly deceptive. We're so obsessed with eyes that we've constructed billions of dollars of cosmetic industries around making them more attractive. Eyeliner, eyeshadow, mascara. All of it designed to make eyes larger, darker, more defined. We surgically alter them. We tattoo them. We wear coloured contacts to change them. On some level, even if we don't consciously think about it, we know that eyes are power. Now here's where the animal thing comes in. Most animals that hunt primarily through stealth and surprise are not adapted to interpret human eye contact the way we're adapted to use it. When a deer sees a human, it doesn't see a communicator, it sees a predator. And when a predator sees direct eye contact from prey, it can mean one thing: this prey is aware of me. This prey is not an easy meal. Most predators are metabolically efficient. They hunt things they've hunted 1,000 times before. They know the prey's movement patterns, its reflexes, where it's weak. They don't hunt things that are alert and actively watching them. The energy cost is too high. The chance of injury is too high. So a prey animal that makes eye contact, that says, through that gaze, I see you, is effectively removing itself from the menu. But there's something even deeper happening. When you make direct eye contact with an animal, particularly a large predator, you're not just communicating awareness. You're communicating something far more unsettling. You're communicating intent. Intent is one of the most primal things one animal can sense in another. It's the difference between a random person looking in your direction and a random person looking at you with purpose. Your nervous system can tell the difference in milliseconds. An animal's nervous system can too. And intent reads as either prey behavior or predator behavior. A prey animal looks away. A predator looks into. Here's an experiment that's been done dozens of times by wildlife researchers. Put a predator and prey animal in proximity. The prey will often freeze and look away. It will try to become invisible. But if you, the human observer, make direct, sustained eye contact with that prey animal, it will frequently bolt, not because you're a predator, but because your eye contact communicates agency. It communicates that you are aware of it, evaluating it, deciding something about it. That is terrifying to an animal wired to avoid detection. The flip side is equally revealing. Predators, when they make eye contact with humans, often experience something between confusion and fear. A lion's brain is built to evaluate whether something is prey based on a constellation of signals: size, movement, smell, the presence of tools. What a lion's brain is not built to process is the kind of direct, sustained, intelligent eye contact that humans naturally produce. When a human locks eyes with a lion is receiving a message its entire evolutionary history did not prepare it for. This isn't prey. Prey looks away. This isn't a threat display from another predator. Those look different. This is... What is this? And in that moment of confusion, in that moment of, I don't have a protocol for this, the animal's default response is often caution. There's also something called the stare-down effect, and it's been documented in primates extensively. In most primate hierarchies, direct eye contact is a threat display. It's dominance signaling. When you lock eyes with a chimpanzee, you are, by chimpanzee standards, initiating a fight. You're saying, I'm bigger, stronger, more important than you. But humans do this constantly. And we do it with creatures that have zero reason to believe we're not larger and more dangerous than we look. We do it across glass in zoos, in nature documentaries, in wildlife encounters. We make sustained eye contact with animals that would normally avoid any kind of confrontation with a creature behaving like this. Here's something else that changes the calculation. Human eyes are weird. Most animals have eyes on the sides of their heads. This gives them a wide field of vision, good for detecting predators and prey in their peripheral vision. But human eyes are front-facing like other predators. We're built to focus, to track, to pursue. When a prey animal sees front-facing eyes at any level of consciousness, it reads as predatory architecture. You're built like something that hunts things. And then you make eye contact with that understanding already established. You're not just looking at the animal. You're looking like something designed to look at things in this specific way. But wait, because there's a neurological layer here that most people don't think about. When you make eye contact with something, you're not just sending a signal. Your brain is also running an analysis. You're reading the other creature's eyes for information. You're looking for intention, for threat level, for whether this thing is about to do something, and animals can sense when they're being analysed. Your pupils dilate slightly when you're interested in something. Your eye movements follow specific patterns based on what matters to you. A predator can read all of this, and an animal can sense that it's being evaluated, that its characteristics are being assessed, that its survival status is being determined by the creature making the eye contact. One more piece. Human eyes have something called the sclera, the white part. Most animals' eyes are mostly iris and pupil. The white is minimal. But human eyes are probably 80% white with a relatively small iris. This makes our pupil movements extraordinarily visible. When we look at something, it's obvious. The pupil dilation is obvious. The eye movement is obvious. We're broadcasting our attention in high definition. Animals interpret this as a very specific kind of focus, the focus of a hunter, the focus of something that has decided what it wants. Here's the synthesis. When you make direct eye contact with an animal, particularly a predator, you are communicating, I am aware of you, I am evaluating you, I have agency and intent. I am front-facing and built to pursue. My attention is entirely on you. And you cannot hide from me because I have already seen you. For most animals, this is a combination of signals they've never evolved to handle. The prey response is to flee or freeze. The predator response is to reassess. And in that reassessment, a lot of them come to a conclusion. This is not worth the energy. This is not prey. This is something else. The next time you lock eyes with an animal, any animal really, understand what you're actually doing. You're broadcasting something ancient and primal and slightly unhinged. You're saying with your eyes what humans have been saying since we learned to hold that gaze. I see you, and I'm not looking away. If you found this interesting, hit subscribe. Like and share your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.